First of all, there's a challenge with parents knowing what to look for in quality, how to find quality, what does quality childcare look like. And another challenge that they face is affordability. It costs $5,000+ a year to put your child in childcare, and that is a great struggle for many families right now.
I just felt like I had to compromise on one thing or another. I either had to compromise on price, or I had to compromise on the education or the location, or there was always something.
A child's education begins at birth, and it starts there. That's where the foundation lays. The first 5 years are the most critical and the most important.
If you have a job, you're thankful for it. If you don't have a job, you're looking for one desperately. And then if you add the extra burden of always having to figure out what you're going to do for childcare, it makes it even, you get home and you're not spending time with your kids.
If you have quality childcare and that child is in a place where they can thrive and have positive experiences, then the parents can stay at their job and in their workplace so that the employers have what they need in order to produce through their businesses, and then it affects the whole community, whether you have a child directly or not.
I was so impressed the one day I came in and his teacher said, he's moved on from his colors and his shapes, so we have to start him on his numbers, and in 2 weeks he was counting to 14.
With United Way and several other things going on in the community, I think it's a community involvement piece where everyone recognizes that this is an issue. That's what advocating is all about, is taking action.
I had heard about Helping Hand from my brother and sister-in-law, and they loved it, so we came to pick up Chloe one day and put Zach on the list. He was 3 weeks old, and I literally screamed when Susan called me and said that there was a space for Zach.
Just by speaking up, you motivate the next person to speak up, and the next person. And I think that if you build on that, the things that you could change just from the ground up, from from one person to the next, can make all the difference. And I think anyone can do that. Anyone.
Four Seasons is an organization that provides many services to patients and their families. We serve about 80% of the deaths in Henderson County. That includes every death. Out of everybody who dies every month, Four Seasons is there serving over 80% of those deaths.
I came from China 7 years ago, and I was depressed because of language, and I didn't know anybody here. Everybody has some kind of talent. You can do everything, small things like making coffee, making milkshake, just like regular daily things we do at home every day. And here you can help patients, family member, to make a big difference.
We have many of our family members of patients who have interacted with our volunteers, and then once their loved one has passed, the volunteer that worked with them has made such an impression on them that they then want to volunteer for our agency.
Right now, I donate my time because I don't have the ability to donate money because I'm a student. Anybody, if you have the ability, you can donate some money or use the time. That make huge difference in the community.
I think one of the most wonderful things is how we came to be. It was a group of committed volunteers who came together in someone's home who said we need to provide better services for people who are dying. And if it had not been for that committed group of volunteers, Four Seasons would not be here today. Four Seasons is partnering with the United Way to be able to provide health services for those in our community. And there are so many evolving needs right now in Henderson County for people who have no access or little access to health care. And we feel like our partnership with the United Way allows us to be able to provide services to people who we would not otherwise be able to do that for.
United Way funds a couple of our programs, one the counseling, the other the education program. People are really in a tight spot, especially now without income rising and with jobs being lost. two-income household just doesn't have a fighting chance to do what they used to do. And it's very overwhelming to make those phone calls to ask for help, number one, or even to find out what your options are. And that's where we come in.
It's a high likelihood that you know someone who's been to a United Way supported agency and you wouldn't know it.
I had one lady who came in and she was so stressed out with the level of credit card debt and the fact that her mortgage was falling behind that she couldn't even walk.
People who have down on luck, if there's some place to go and there's something, somebody can do something for them, take away one of those issues that may be causing a problem, I think that provides some hope that, you know, I can get through this and I know this is not going to last forever, but I got to get past whatever this issue is I have to deal with. I get past this and life will be better.
Nobody's immune to financial crisis. Life happens to all of us. We're all human.
And I think those things just provide an atmosphere of hope for those who are maybe down on their luck or have hit a rough patch in life. It's an organization whose mission is to better the lives of the community.
94% of the people we saw with mortgage default related problems have avoided foreclosure. I always thought of it as an insurance product. You would pay a donation and you may not use a service one day, but at some point you may need one of these agencies.
I've given to United Way since I was old enough to understand what giving was.
And I don't have millions of dollars to give, but I feel that by giving money to the United Way, that my money is put with others' money to make a more significant impact to the agencies in which it's given to.
If you want to find a way to give back to the community, and I believe every company has that obligation, then I think what you do is you do it through United Way and a corporate campaign with your employees.
The beauty of it is that it is the community giving and it's the community sharing.
I'm proud to give to United Way.
It's not hard for me to do. Anybody can do it.
It's incumbent upon us. I mean, it's a responsibility we all have.
That's how we make change in the community.
And people come back and they say, you impacted my life.
We're all part of the same community. And when everyone gives, everyone receives. By helping United Way, we also help ourselves and all of Henderson County, sometimes in ways we'd never realize. But by helping those around us, we make the community a better place for everyone, one day at a time. Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we're all people, connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.